CHI St. Vincent Hot Springs and National Park Medical Center are proud to present your 2024 Hot Springs Sweethearts. This marks the 18th year for this annual program.
So the Sweetheart program is a program that allows 10th grade girls to volunteer in hospitals and to raise money for the American Heart Association.
I had doubts at first because blood is not my thing, but it has been a really wonderful experience for me, and I realized that I do have an interest in the medical field.
Being in this program with girls my age is I want to learn all about the medical field, know what it does, know if they want to go into the medical field, and raise money for the Heart Association just to help the community of Arkansas, and especially near and dear to my heart because people in my family have struggled with heart disease, and that's the reason that I wanted to join Sweethearts.
The Sweethearts would have never come to be without a sweet little girl who was lost too soon to a suspected, undetected heart condition. Caroline Grace Russell has a legacy through the Sweethearts that's being carried out by hundreds of young ladies in the Hot Springs area because of the love and dedication that the Russell family and our Sweetheart Chair, Kathryn Russell, continue to convey through this very special program. Our Sweethearts were able to complete their CPR and AED training.
The lady was super nice. She had us do an adult dummy, and we had to press really hard onto the chest.
You had to be over the top of it and use more than your entire body weight.
And we also had to do a baby, and we had to do our fingers on the chest, and then we had to put him on his back and slam his back.
The perfect rhythm is either singing the song Staying Alive in your head or singing Baby Shark. And it was great, it was fun, and I now am confident that if somebody needed CPR, I could help assist them.
The Life Net was really fun because we got to see the ambulance part of it.
We got to go inside the Life Net and look all around. It was really interesting to see how much stuff they could fit into a really small van.
I was the one who got to get in the gurney, and they hooked me up to all these different little wires. One had my heartbeat. It was really cool to see what it would be like as a patient in the ambulance and to see how they would treat you and how they would help you.
The helicopter tour was really cool because we got to meet the pilot and his crew,
and they let my friends and I get inside the helicopter, and we got to put on their night vision goggles, and we looked up at the sun even though we weren't supposed to. But it was really fun anyways, just because we got to see like all the cool gadgets and things that you wouldn't expect that they would have in a helicopter, and they have so much stuff to fit in that tiny little space, and it's just crazy all the things that they can do inside.
Some of the Sweethearts get into there. There's a thing that like you lay back on it and they like scoot you in.
While they were explaining, they had to go and airlift somebody, so we got to watch them lift off.
We all recorded, and it was the coolest thing. The blades were spinning so incredibly fast. And they said if you were above 5'9", that you could get your head chopped off if you were too close.
The workshops were really fun. I really enjoyed those. We got to sew up a pig's foot and then dissect a sheep's heart.
The pig feet suturing was so awesome. I learned I think there was 5 different types of sutures we learned. They smelled kind of funny, but overall it was super fun.
I was struggling a little bit because the pig skin was so thick, so they had to put me on a banana to sew the banana shut. And another little workshop we did was a sheep's heart, and we got to cut it in half and see the cross section and see all the ventricles and where everything works.
It was much bigger than I thought it would be. I did not think a sheep would have that big of a heart. Apparently it's pretty close to how big ours is.
And we learned that dental health is actually really important for your heart. You really need to keep your teeth clean, and it's very important. We went up to the cath lab.
It was really cool to see how they would treat you whenever you go into the cath lab.
We put x-ray shields on and just learned all about what they do in a cath lab.
We went and toured the ER, and we got to see an ambulance bring someone in and how that works, and them going into the different rooms and what they do and how they check the ABCs and stuff, and so that was really cool.
Our Sweethearts volunteered all over National Park Medical Center and CHI St. Vincent Hot Springs.
I tried physical therapy because I have been interested in maybe going into that field before, so I wanted to see it one-on-one, and the nurses were great. They were sweetest people.
You'd go in and they would take these patients who couldn't walk or do anything the first day that they were in the hospital, and then be able to get up or walk around or walk laps around the facility or be able to transition from the bed to chair, which wasn't able for them before. So it was really inspiring to see these physical therapists and these occupational therapists be able to make a difference in these people's lives. That was really awesome.
So one of the days I volunteered in the OR, I got to see a couple different surgeries.
I got to work with my mom in the NICU mother-baby, and so I drug my best friend along with me, and my mom forced us to watch a delivery. And like I said earlier, I don't do blood and guts, so it wasn't my first choice, but it was just really cool to get to see what my mom does and what she gets to do for people every day.
I got to go into an open heart surgery with Surgeon McCoy, and it was really amazing to see. I got to watch the entire procedure where he opened up the chest. They took the vein out of the patient's leg and put it into the heart, and it was amazing to see them open up the chest and holding the heart. It was crazy to see.
I got to go kind of like be a shadow of one of the nurses, and I got to experience a guy actually dying, and then he came back to life. And I was like, and when he died, they had to put like a trach in like his esophagus, and so he like cracked him open, and he was like, "Here, come look at it." And I like looked in his like whole like, and it was really cool.
One volunteer that I did was really cool. I sat in a room and watched the surgeons put a pacemaker in, so I could see like it on the x-ray, I could see what they were doing.
I was in the ER at CHI, and I got to see some motor vehicle accidents come in. Those are very scary, and you get to see how the ER like runs when they're in an emergency situation, and everyone has their own job and they know what to do, and it's really well run.
The Sweethearts and their fathers enjoyed a barbecue complete with line dancing, sponsored by Smokin' in Style Barbecue.
Me and my dad love barbecue, and of course it was Smokin' in Style, which is one of our favorite barbecue places in town, so that was a whole lot of fun. And then Dad didn't know we had to dance until we got there, and it was a lot of fun getting to dance with my dad. And
us just getting to like let loose, learn a fun dance, and do it with our dads was really funny. I was worried because I myself am not a very good dancer, and I think my dad can say the same.
It was really fun to see the dads try to dance because most of them didn't know that they would have to dance, and they were not very happy about it. And they were definitely a show.
My dad really likes to dance and show off, so he got to show off in front of all the different dads.
My dad cannot dance at all. It was so much fun watching him struggle.
The Mother-Daughter Luncheon was very elegant, very beautiful place at the Arlington, and our guest speaker was amazing.
Miss Laura English Brennan come in and speak to us about her heart disease and the obstacles and the things she was faced to deal with in her life and how she was able to overcome them.
And it was really inspiring to hear that even with all those medical issues she has broken through those.
She was great. She was an amazing speaker.
And we got necklaces from Lorraine's while we were there
that had Caroline's heartbeat, and I thought that was super, super special.
It's such a good reminder of being a sweetheart and what being a sweetheart means to us.
The team at FBC Fitness got the Sweethearts' hearts pumping during a cardiovascular exercise day.
Today, as you can see, I'm very sweaty because we had a cardio day. We spent an hour doing a whole bunch of different workout activities to get our heart rate up. We had competitions, make it a little bit more fun and entertaining.
It whooped my butt. It was so difficult. We did push-ups, we did the rows, we did wall balls, we did squats. I was so tired after.
We are so proud of these young ladies who have made commitments to both their personal heart health and to becoming lifelong ambassadors against heart disease. The skills and information that they've learned during this program will last them a lifetime and contribute not only to their own health, but also to the health of their friends and families.
I feel like I will take the Sweetheart journey with me throughout my career. If someone asks me about how I started off in this, I'll bring up Sweethearts and tell them like I started off in Sweethearts and I got to like volunteer with it.
It allows you to do so many things that you wouldn't get the opportunity to do just being a regular 10th grader.
It's also really fun to go into the hospitals and to kind of see what it's like, being not the patient, but being like someone who helps people.
I will definitely take away the good experience of meeting new people and meeting all of these wonderful girls. I think that everyone I've come in contact with or met has just been so sweet and so nice, and I'm so glad that I've got to meet everyone.
It's just really eye-opening, and it's a really good experience that helps you learn the importance of just helping other people and not being so self-centered and focused on yourself whenever there's so many other things that you can do for other people.